Do you know the fastest roller coaster in the world can go 149 miles an hour? Wow, that's a big difference, right? So here we are today talking about how you, as a founder of your business, can get off of the roller coaster. And if you want to get off of that income roller coaster, I want you to stay tuned because we have a lot of amazing things that we're going to be covering today. And there is a way you can do it. We're going to do it in actually 4 simple steps. And we're going to show you exactly how to get off the roller coaster and get on to your own rocket ship. This is one of the most important things that you can think about, because if your income has been going up and down and up and down, chances are you don't know what you're doing that keeps you there. So I'm going to show you what's keeping you there, how to get off, what are the 4 things that you need to do. And they're so simple. You can actually start them today. And that's the whole point here on Iconic TV, is we really want to get you focused on the strategies and the principles that will move your business forward. And we want to do all of this using the SOAR formula. And this is the book that you can get on Amazon. I'll give you all the details where you can find it, and you can get it for free if you want to. So the 4 things that we're going to cover is the what, the who, the how, and the when. Those are the 4 things you need to know about this roller coaster. If you are trapped on it, I promise we're going to get you off. Okay. Now, what does this formula look like? Let's divide all the 4 steps. These are the 4 steps that you're going to learn. There's different levels of these steps. There's a beginner, intermediate, and advanced. And what I want to do is give you the parts that you can actually put into place right now. So singularity is the first step, then ownership, appreciation, and rest. And you can use this formula. It's like your flywheel. You just follow one step after another. And it works in every single industry. It doesn't matter what kind of business you're in. If you have a service-based business, or if you have a product-based business, a brick and mortar, and maybe you're just an author or a speaker and you don't really have a widget, right? You don't actually have something tangible. This formula works. And we've been doing it for over 20 years for businesses. So if it's worked for other businesses and turned them into $1 million businesses, I promise it'll work for you. So let's dive deep into this. Now, if you want all the details and you want the checklist, just type #rocketship somewhere down below, and you will be able to get off of this roller coaster, because this is really what we're talking about, is getting off of that roller coaster. Okay. Now, what we want to think about is the next thing. What is the very first step? Okay. Each of these are what we're going to go through that you are going to put into place into your business. All right. And let me show you how these look so you can see exactly what you're going to be focusing on. So first, you're going to look at your singular iconic premium offer. What is that? You're going to talk about your brand positioning, your attraction, access. How do you put your client lead generation onto autopilot? And then we're going to be talking about the different recurring streams of revenue. Those are the 4 things that we will cover. And I want you to understand that they're very simple. The whole point of everything, the whole premise of SOAR is that in order to soar, you must do less, not more. And that's really how the formula works. If you are overloaded, overwhelmed, underpaid, you don't see your family anymore, you're frustrated, you got into business to make a big difference, but then you realize that it's not working. It's been years and years and years, and you're probably making less money than a McDonald's employee. And we're going to show you how to change all of that today in just a few minutes. So grab your pens and paper so we can start diving in to the rest of this. So let's talk about your singular brand positioning. What is the one thing that you stand for? This is really vital. A lot of people go, oh, I do this and this and this for people, or I do it for everybody. And a lot of people haven't really narrowed that down into the one single thing that you do. What is the one thing that you do? What do you do really, really well, better than anybody else, so that nobody can say that they do that just like you? What we do here is obviously we take your business from 6 figures to 7 figures in 1 year or less without any of the stress or struggle or overwhelm, without you spending more on marketing or advertising. And we're going to get you away from the mediocrity of a job into the freedom of owning your own business. That's my mission. I want to get everyone away from a job. So what do you stand for? And one of the first things that you want to do in this first step is Are you clear? Do you actually know what your mission is? Do you know what your vision is? And have you distinguished those? And can you make it really clear? Does your audience know what you stand for, right? We want you to live your life in alignment with your highest purpose. And that's our mission for you. What is your mission for your audience? What is the vision that you want to have your company do and have people do for you? Okay. So you want to think about that. Now, let's look at the next thing that we want to talk about here. And that is, okay, can you see this? This is the thing that I want you to understand. Who are you being? What is your purpose? Are you acting like the owner or are you acting like the operator and you're doing all the work? If you are actually so engrossed in your business and you're doing everything and you are not from operating from a high level where you can really focus on your mission and vision, you're going to have a hard time putting all of this into play. So you really have to decide, am I an owner or am I an operator? And if you're still struggling as the owner, then you really want to go ahead and start bringing on people who can help you out with the rest of it. Now we have to look at your offers. You need offers that produce profit, not little things. Oh, somebody bought and I made $12. It's not going to get you free. Okay. Why do we get into business? To have the freedom. And so you want offers that are going to work. You have to have an iconic premium offer. And what is yours? So perhaps you have a low ticket. Maybe it's a medium ticket, maybe it's a high ticket. How you can look at that is it done for you? Is it done with you? Or is it done by you? And how are you positioning yourself with these offers? Do you have one that you're presenting? Do you have a few that you have? Maybe you start with one and then you go to the other ones. And my recommendation, which one people say, start with the highest ticket offer first. Okay. That's really what's going to get you to that 7-figure level. And that's what we want to talk about. And then when you put that offer out, how did you price it? Why did you pick that pricing? A lot of people look at other people and they say, oh, this is what everyone else is priced at. Everyone else is at $9.97, for example. That's where I am. Don't do that, right? You're just going to be a commoditized business. And what happens is you are going to be on a steep slide to the bottom because everybody, in order to compete, will just keep lowering and lowering their prices. That's not going to work for you. If you really want to build an iconic business, you really have to understand the pricing strategy. And if you want some help with that, we have some really cool software that I can actually let you have, and you can play with it and you can figure out, what is my pricing? What does it need to be? How much higher can I raise my price? What else can I put in my offer to make it even better? Would you love that? Okay, if you want that, just type #software and we'll get that to you as well. Now, so that is the O, okay? If you want the notes and the checklist of all of this, you can go to #rocketship, type #rocketship, and you can also get it on our blog. So we have a blog called The Iconic Edge. You can just go and get that there. So now we're on step 3 of this whole process. I told you this is going really fast. This is not brain surgery that we're doing here, okay? If you start understanding the SOAR formula and apply it to every aspect of your business, you can also apply it to your life, you will be amazed at how quickly you will grow your business. That's why we say we'll take businesses from 6 figures to 7 figures in 1 year or less, because we know how to get you off of that roller coaster and onto a rocket ship. Now, the third step is the attraction systems that you have to build in on autopilot. How are you getting people to you? What are you doing to draw them in? And what are you doing to keep them? And that's really the challenge. There's 2 sides of this that you have to look at. You are looking at your prospects and you are looking at your clients, right? So what do you have to think about? In order to first get the clients, you need to have your attraction system. I'm going to show you that in a second. Then you need to be able to convert them using that iconic premium offer, and then you need to deliver it, right? A lot of people fall off on the delivery and they are like, oh, it wasn't done or it's not good enough. If it's not good enough, guess what? Nobody's going to stay, okay? So now you have a client. We're on the second side, and the client, you need to onboard them properly. Those first 90 days with your client is going to tell you everything. We are now with clients on their sixth straight year with us because they had a good system from the start. Now, for you, you also have to figure out, how do I keep them? How do I keep them in this process? How do I get them to buy again? Maybe they buy more. Maybe they buy a different product. Maybe they buy more frequently, right? How are you going to get them to continue to do this? And then the third thing is you have to look at your referrals. Okay. I want you to look at your referrals. Is anybody that you're working with getting referrals? So take a look at this again and tell me what you think. Pretty easy, right? Clients and prospects. That's what you have to focus on. And can you distinguish it? If you don't know exactly who your clients are, you will have a hard time with this. A lot of people don't do the work with the avatar, and they're like, I'm not really sure. I don't know what their problem is. I don't know what their outcome is that they want. And so when people don't know that, all they do is talk about their solution doesn't work. Okay. If you were wondering why you're getting ghosted, why people don't stick, why it takes you so long to close a client, it's because you're focused on the wrong thing. You're focused on you, your widget, your offer, instead of being focused on the needs of the prospect and the needs of the client. And you can't forget the needs of the client. Just because they're a client doesn't mean you ignore their problems and their needs, right? That's how you elevate them up into an ascension program. So you've got all three steps now. On this third step, you have to figure out, how am I attracting them? This is a real big marketing effort. 80% of your business success is marketing. Think of this as your chief marketing officer. If you want to have our company come in like a fractional chief marketing officer for your company and set all this up for you and do it all for you, get all of these columns in place, this is your org structure just for marketing. Right? That's just marketing. Imagine what else you have to do in your business. Okay. But all you have to know is when and where these different steps come into play. And now we come to the fourth step, and this is so easy. This is the recurring revenue stream. If you don't have money coming in over and over and over while you sleep all the time, then you're constantly on a treadmill going to get clients, fulfill clients, get clients, fulfill clients. But if you have a constant revenue stream, you don't have to worry about this. And this is what we call part of your attraction access. How are you going to get these people in? You can do it online and you can do it offline. There's a lot of different ways. And each of these methodologies has a different aspect that you can work on. You can go online with social media, blogs, communities. This is a big thing. Do webinars or VSLs and things to keep people online. And you can also go offline. A lot of people forget about offline. That's just face-to-face guerrilla marketing, networking, maybe you're door knocking, doing retreats and taking people on an experience. This is huge for your company. If you can do something like that. Do you have speaking that you can go out and do? Do you write books? We have a couple of books. If you want any of our books, let me know. Okay. These are offline strategies that'll really make a difference for you. So another thing that you can do for recurring revenue is any kind of subscriptions. This is our brand new app, and we have the app coming out next week. If you want to be on the wait list, talk to Tim. Tim is our avatar. It is an AI mentor, because I work with some clients. I can't work with everybody, but if you'd like to work with me, I built me as an app, and it's Tim. And Tim stands for the iconic mind. So whatever you need in your business, in your life, it's going to be on hand at all times, 24/7. It's my brain downloaded into the app, and it is live, interactive. It is personalized. Your information is private. It's never going to go out into the whole AI world. And you can talk to it. You can type in your journal to it. You can listen. I've got all kinds of resources for you. We've been collecting over 250 different resources over the last few years. Everything is in the app. So if you want to talk to Tim, let us know. Just type talk to Tim down below. So what do you need to do? This is a quick overview of the 4 things, right? Make sure you have a really good plan. Follow one marketing action plan before you do too many, right? Take that $1 to $1 million, create frictionless acquisition process and then get guidance from a mentor. Of course, that mentor can be me. I would love it if it's me. Just come talk to us, or you can also talk to Tim and get me from Tim. Okay. And was that simple? Okay. I wanted you to understand how easy it is. Singularity, ownership, appreciation, rest. Those are the 4 steps. Those are the things you do. We have a whole other segment on what not to do with the SOAR formula. But if you want all of this, it's all in the book. SOAR. You can get the book, you can get the Audible, you can download it and get the ebook version. So it's on Amazon. Just go to conniescavella.net and I promise you will love it. And we've had mostly 5-star reviews. So I hope this helps you take this all, put it into action, and we will see you next week. Make sure you be iconic all week long.